What's good? So, Phylicia Rashad, the beautiful Phylicia Rashad, aka Mrs. Huxtable from back in the day, she was on Breakfast Club, and there's this clip that went viral because I don't watch Breakfast Club. I didn't see the whole interview, but she was talking about today's women, and without getting into too many particulars, I saw it was some slight outrage, and I'm like, I don't know what was said that was so bad. You know what I mean? She's a classy woman, personification of class. Didn't say anything crazy to me. Now, I'll play this clip. Hopefully Breakfast Club doesn't act funny about it. But this is what some of what she was saying.
Easy. Y'all wouldn't have got away with that in my day.
Yeah, you'd have to look at Hollywood. I could look at the way young ladies dress.
I knew I should have worn some other pants.
You got your
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about
elbow, shoulder over here. You want my coat?
The young ladies are so beautiful. They're so beautiful. And something has happened in popular culture. You know, and I don't mean to be critical, and I hope young ladies listening don't take this as personal criticism, because I don't mean it that way. But you're young queens. I'm taken aback when I see on a college campus young women dressed in strips of clothing. But more importantly than that, no man wants his woman to be out like that. Right?
No, I grew up on Method Man saying wearing 3/4 of cloth, never showing your stuff off. Boo. That's what he said.
That's right.
But not only that, it's like there's today's designers. I mean, there's ways. There are other things, and I just
leave something to the imagination.
Yeah,
it would be nice.
Some things are for my eyes only, you know.
Yep, and like you said, there are ways of being sexy without showing so much.
Oh, please. And that's really not sexy.
Doesn't sound crazy, right? Now she's getting on the women that are walking around half naked, strip culture and all of that. She's also talking about I'm assuming the girls that are walking around with the bonnets, the pajamas, walking around looking homeless, walking around looking like you could tell they did not take a shower today. You see it all the time. Go to Walmart, go to any grocery store in the hood, you see it. And of course, there had to be some outrage. Now, you got this girl right here. She looks like she's put together. I don't think she's a part of that bonnet era, but she has an issue because she feels like old school women like Phylicia Rashad circle back too much when it comes to men in the picture, period, the big picture. Why does everything have to always be about getting a man? Right? So listen to this chick, man.
Element when it comes to how a woman is dressing. And why don't people understand that not all women date men? There are some women that don't date men. There are a lot of women out here that have opted out of dating entirely and don't care about what a man want to see her in. Why does everything older women say always have to go back to a man? I don't understand that. They need to reprogram their minds. They need to reprogram their minds. Like, it's 2025. We work too hard to have autonomy, to always have to be connected to what a man likes and what a man doesn't like. If y'all constantly keep saying, oh, men don't like when women dress like this, men don't like when women wear their hair like this, wear lashes, wear makeup, this or whatever, and a woman is still doing those things that a man doesn't want, wouldn't that tell you that we don't fucking care? Coco and Ice-T, she dressed however she wants to dress. She do whatever she want to do, and he's been married to her for how long? There are plenty of men that don't be getting in women's business like that. They don't care about policing women and trying to control a woman's every move. Y'all be the ones who try to control everything y'all women do because y'all are insecure and y'all care about the public's perception of you. And like I said, I would be totally fine with the message if she kept it about the women and themselves. But to constantly always have to bring something back to a man, it's crazy. It's getting old. It's been old.
Few things on that. Now, she first starts off talking about there's a lot of women who don't date men. Now, yeah, there are a lot of lesbians, but then there's also a lot of women. You had women that were boycotting after the election, saying that they're not going to have sex for 4 years because they thought that their rights were being taken away, whatever. But she is just They don't get it, man. And like I say, women like her have adopted feminist logic and they're applying it to their everyday lives. And to me, it makes no sense. It's the complete opposite of what's in your best interest. If you're a heterosexual woman and you are anti-male, that makes zero sense. You're still interested in men, you still date men, yada, yada, yada. You still aspire to be with a man, but you hate men. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. You know what I mean? Like, you're here to compliment each other for a reason, and they don't seem to think that. They think that we live in a world where they can do everything on their own and they can act like the men just are invincible. We're not supposed to be here at all. Look at the Snow White movie that came out this weekend that flopped. Since when does Snow White not need her prince? What the fuck? What's the point of the movie? Like, you know what I mean? They applied that feminist logic to it. You had a whole election campaign that was based off feminism and women's rights. It flopped. Like this, it's not logical and it's not sensical. You got Shirley Ralph, the actress that played Moesha's mother back in the day, and she's on Abbott Elementary. She's been married for like 40 years. Weird as shit. She was like, yeah, me and my husband are married, but we live in different homes. I can't live with a man. I'm like, really? Is that is that bad? And I'm like, man, I don't know about y'all. My biggest fear is to grow old and lonely and be like 70 something by myself. Like, you're gonna need somebody to be with your broke, lonely ass. You know what I mean? Your broke down, lonely asses is gonna need some damn body. Like, this whole, everything has been, they push independence on everybody so much, and they just devalue companionship like it means nothing anymore. And you got this, it's looking at these stats that you look up, and it says right here in these stats, black women are statistically more likely to be single than women of other races, with significant percentage never marrying or remaining single. So higher single rates, 47% of black women have never been married compared to 31% of all other women. Only 26% of black women are currently married compared to the 47% of all other women. And then it has a more likely group to be single parents. These are bad statistics, man. These are not good. Now, when you look at the other side, I'm looking at the Hispanic women, and their statistics and how it's almost night and day. 21% of these women are actually single mothers. 25%. And a whopping 47% for black women. Now, when you bring this up, and white women came at the bottom with 14%. Matter of fact, Asian women are at the least with 8%. 8% of Asian women here in America are single. Black women are making up almost 50%. Come on now. Now, if you bring up this conversation, especially if you used to go to like a beauty salon or something, they're going to tell you, oh, it's because the niggas ain't shit. Men ain't shit. That's why. That's like, so you have no accountability at all. That's basically what you're saying. We're not going to hold nobody else accountable. We're just going to say every man out here ain't shit. That's why. That's why half of the black mothers out here are single. You have nothing to do with any of this. You haven't brought into this logic that you don't need nobody. What's Tyler Perry's most popular film, arguably? I Can Do Bad All By Myself. That logic is what a lot of these women are running by. They would rather struggle alone than try to work that shit out with Tyrone and them, or whoever the fuck they dating. You know what I'm saying? You make your choices, who you choose to date, lay up with, have babies with. How about taking accountability for the men you chose to lay up with and fornicate with, let alone to just chalking it up? No, you made some poor decisions. We all do in life. It's what happens. But yeah, this is what it is. And Phylicia Rashad, like I say, as far as I know, old people are here for one reason, really. They're here to give us the wisdom that they have, that and teach us and give us game. That's why people live to be 75, 80 something years old. Take the wisdom for it, shut the fuck up, listen to what she's saying. But, these women nowadays, they have completely brought into this I don't need you mentality. So she's like, it ain't all about a man. And that's why she's more than likely lonely right now. Ain't nobody with her. She seems argumentative as hell, right? Everything is, she gonna have the last word. She one of them. And don't nobody feel like dealing with all that stress. She ain't worth it. Well, it's a lot of them out here like this, but it seemed like overall the message went through the right way. But there are a few what the old heads would call them, a few knuckleheads that, you know, are gonna jaw back at it because they don't believe in this. They brought in completely into this feminist logic that they can do it all. And I'm like, okay, we need infrastructure build. Are women gonna go out here and build skyscrapers and bridges? Are you gonna fix the highways out here? You could do everything. You can do it all. That's not logical and it's not natural. Like I say, everybody's here to compliment each other, but you can't deny. And when you look at these numbers, I mean, 47% of black women, mothers, are single moms. 25% Hispanic, white women at 14%, Asian at 8%. The data don't lie. But then again, you could tell these motherfuckers the data all you want. They still mad about DEI. And we ain't even a whopping 1%. And you got these folks, DEI and all that. Okay, so y'all don't want the data anyway, but I'm gonna put it in front of you regardless. But the women like this girl right here is exactly what's wrong with this shit. And like I say, this generation of women, they got all these degrees, they got way more money, ownership, this, that. Don't have a man though, a lot of them. Big Mama was married for 50 years. She might not had all this education and shit, but hey, she had her man. She was happy. She wasn't running around here, running to the damn Social Security office begging for fucking help. You know what I mean? That's just me. And now look, I get it. Different world has changed. It's not 1955. Even though y'all like to play and pick and choose when y'all wanted to be 1955 and be traditional. When it's time to open up a pickle jar or get the groceries or clean the gutters, then you want niggas to come in. You know what I mean? It's time to move furniture and shit. But yo, for real, you can apply some of this logic the old heads give you to today's life. You will be fine. But it makes no sense for a woman, a heterosexual woman, to be a feminist in any way. It makes no sense. But let me know what y'all think in the comments about Phylicia Rashad trying to help these poor children, whatever you want to call them, that are just lost and backwards, man. Let me know what y'all think in the comments.